Hey guys, or 1 through 4 here, and I've got another deck profile for you guys. This week at Locals, I was originally going to run a Ninja Hero, but the deck was starting to really irritate me. I ended up with a lot of awkward hands and things I didn't really enjoy, so I decided to make the deck that I built as a second deck to run it at the tournament, and it ended up doing really well. It's pretty much just was a test, but it's Hieratic Chaos Dragons. Ended up coming in 4th place. I only lost once, and it was to Evoltile. It was a close game, but game 3 I opened up so poorly I couldn't come back. So here's the deck list. First with the monsters, got 3 Light Pulsar Dragons. Obviously, Light Pulsar Dragon is really good. The whole point of this deck is I took some of the Hieratic stuff and gave them the support of the Chaos Dragon deck, and it ended up doing really well. Like, you can do the Hieratic combo and you can do the regular Chaos Dragon combo. But yeah, Light Pulsar Dragon brings the Dark Dragon back from the graveyard when he goes. Discard a Light in the Dark to special him from the graveyard, remove a Light in the Dark to special him. Plus he's a 6, so it's matches up really well with the Hieratic stuff. So, Light Pulsar Dragon. Actually, no, let's put that over here. 2 Dark Flare Dragon, helps set up your graveyard. Can get rid of problem cards in your opponent's graveyard. Remove a Light in the Dark to special it. The only way this thing could be better is if it was 6, and had the same recursion that Light Pulsar does from the graveyard, but then it might be a little too broken. Then 2 Hieratic Dragon Tefnuits. Special summon when your opponent controls monsters and you control none. It's the 6, so you can easily get this out and then sack it for something else. And since the Hieratics don't need to be tributed for Hieratic cards, or at least these ones don't, they still get their special summon the vanilla, so you can get the Xyz off better. Honestly, Tefnuit is the Hieratic Dragon that I used the most, and I wanted to get to the most. Next was 2 Hieratic Dragon Sues, because they're the other 6, and it specials by attributing the Hieratic, so it just makes the combo work a little bit easier. I only chose to run these 2 because I didn't want to get clogged with the 5s that I didn't want to care about. So yeah, just 2 Sues. And then the 2 Vanillas, Luster Dragon number 2, and Wattail Dragon, so you don't get Chain Dist. Then 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. 3 was going to be too many. I was getting clogged. With running 2, you can pull them out of the deck. They're almost always there for you. You can either pull them out with Eclipse Wyverns, or you can pull them out with a Tom, so you always have access to these. Helps you swarm really well. 1 Dad, because you got good graveyard control. 1 BLS, because BLS is really broken. And 1 Gores, because Gores is good. Those are all my high-level monsters. Once the lower-level ones, running 2 Eclipse Wyverns. 3 was too many because I only have 3 targets. So, 2 Eclipse Wyverns. 3 Lilas to burn through the back row, put some mill in. Not exactly small at 17. It's good. Then I was running 2 Raikos. I needed room, and the 3rd Raiko just got the cut. So, obviously, you got yourself the 3 Tour Guides, because she's really broken and speeds you up by like 2 turns. And Sangan, because the Tour Guide engine is absurdly fast. 1 Phantom of Chaos to get additional effects off. It can remove the Wyvern so that you can get your thing that you removed back. Remove Darkness Metal, remove Lila. Just a good card. Love Puddles. And then 2 Effect Veilers. You know, to do what Effect Veiler does best and annoy people. That's the monster lineup. Magic cards are next. 1 Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Staples. Future Fusion because it's busted as hell and needs banned. I mean, you can remove potentially 7 cards from your deck with the Future Fusion. Kind of reminds you of something like Painful Choice. Charge the Light Brigade, mills, and get your Lightsworns. 2 solar recharges for draw. Allure of Darkness for draw. 2 Hieratic Seals of Convocation to get your Hieratics to your hand and deck thin. And then I was trying 2 Dragon's Mirrors. I might cut this down to 1 because, you know, you only really ever get off 1 Dragon's Mirror. But this deck can really abuse the Dragon's Mirror because every time you do the Hieratic combo, you're adding potentially 3 dragons to your graveyard if it goes wrong. Like, Atom, Gaia Dragon, and usually the vanilla that's underneath it, or whatever Hieratic you use to bring out the vanilla. They're all dragons. They're all for Dragon's Mirror. It was just unfortunate because I didn't have access to 2 5-headed dragons at the tournament, because apparently I only have 1. Oh well. So 2 Dragon's Mirrors. That's the main deck. It comes down to 42 cards. Onto the extra. 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This was originally going to be the second 5-headed dragon, but obviously I didn't have one, so I threw an Ancient Sacred Wyvern, because it can help you OTK a little bit. You got your tour guide targets, Wind Up Zen Mines, Leviair, Leviathan, and Acid Golem. I cut Brilliance because I needed room. Your fours, you got Maestro the Symphony Djinn, Utopia, and Gem Knight Pearl. Pearl's there because if they skill drain you and you need something a little bit bigger, you can go for Pearl, and he gets over a lot of things. So, Pearl, and they all have their reasons. Sorry. Onto my 6s. I've got 2 Hieratic Dragon Kings of Atom. Get any dragon out of your deck. So you not only can you get the Darkness Metal Dragon, you can get your Light Pulsar Dragon out of the deck, which is really nice. Can help you set up for more combos. So yeah, 2 Hieratic Dragon of Atoms. 1 Inzektor Exabeetle. This card can really help you get rid of those problem cards like Zen Mines and such. Excuse me. It helps set up for like OTKs and this like. So, Exabeetle. He may be small, but you just stack the Gaia Dragon on top of him. Photon Streak Bouncer. Great card. Can stop Rabbit, stop Tour Guide. Can prevent Gorge from getting its token, and burning your opponent for 1,000 is always nice. 2 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. Pretty much just there because you can stack them on top of your 6s. Push more and more damage. Plus the piercing is always nice. And he adds another dragon to your graveyard when he dies. And then 5-headed dragon that I wish I had a second one of. That's the extra deck. Onto the side deck. The side deck is sort of weird because I didn't feel like building a side. But then when I got to the tournament, I'm like, you know, I probably should actually have one. So I put it together with like some scraps of other sides and other cards I had on me. So 2 Electric Virus, 2 DD Crow, the 3rd Effect Veiler, triple MST for those decks that run a lot of back row, 2 Soul Takers, 2 Chalice, Book of Moon, I needed a place filler, and then 2 Decrees, since I'm not running any traps. So that's the deck list. I hope you guys like it. Since this is still in a trial period, you know, if anybody has any suggestions, put them in comments below. Overall, the deck ran really well. I actually took down the regular Chaos Dragon mirror match. Took down 2 Dark World decks without any problems. I was overall really happy with this deck. So, anyways, this is Aura 1 through 4, signing out.